Yo, Old Head Hoopers. Welcome to another episode of Old Head Hoops. My name is Clay and you have tuned in to Old School versus New School. In this episode, we will be breaking down three different pairs of players, one from the older generation, our generation, either playing in the 80s or 90s, and comparing them to a player who is either currently playing or has very recently retired, so at least separated by one generation. We'll be comparing them statistically, accolade-wise, style play, cultural impact, all that kind of stuff, and eventually coming up with a decision on who we believe at Old Head Hoops is the better player. Yeah, it's a great one. So please enjoy our old school versus new school episode. And if you're watching us on YouTube and you haven't yet liked or subscribed to our channel, please hit that subscribe button. We've got over 400 subscribers now, but we are creeping toward that magical 1,000 mark. We need to get this out there, guys, and the only way to do that is to like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, anybody who likes hoops or retro hoops or just a couple of old boys talking shit. Get onto it, guys. All right. Enjoy the episode, Old School versus New School.
All right. Now, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. And I think the rubber hits the road a little bit with this one. And don't be a racist.
Well,
I'm going to give you an either or between most probably the two purest point guards that have played the game in the recentish era. John Stockton and CP3.
Two players that I absolutely hate.
Now, don't hold his whiteness against him.
I'm not going to hold his whiteness against him because I fucking hate Chris Paul as well.
So that was, interestingly enough, that was a lot of my thinking when I put these two players together. Clay hates these pricks.
Yeah, just fucking piss him off. Oh. All right. Passing, both elite passes. I mean, I'm going to evaluate them and just take my nasty cap off.
Be nasty, bro. I like your nastiness.
Yeah, it's the Sicilian in me.
Yeah, correct.
I just fucking get arky real quickly.
Put a fucking horse in there. You are generally a nice guy, though.
I am a nice guy. I just don't like white people. Or CP3. All right. Both elite passers, but Stockton is a more elite playmaker, I think.
You ever see John Stockton dunk the ball?
No.
Okay. I've seen CP3 dunk.
Yeah.
Well,
he dunked. This is what shocked me. He dunked. He'd had those injury-riddled seasons toward the end in LA, and then he went to OKC to rehab his reputation.
He dunked in OKC?
Yeah, he made an all-star team for OKC, and then he was dunking. I was just like...
In the game?
Yeah, I didn't realize he could still fucking do that. He threw an alley-oop down in the fucking all-star game that he played when he was with OKC. I was like...
Jesus, I thought they were talking about Hornets days. I didn't realize they were doing that fucking then.
I saw a YouTube video of him fucking dunking over Dwight Howard. Dunking on Dwight Howard.
When he was playing for Hornets, right?
Yeah.
So
like,
that's the...
Holy shit.
And I think that's the one when he gets past him and he should have got blocked, but Howard got caught by the ring and that's the one he got him, yeah.
Oh, it's just, so he was, a lot more athletic than maybe people remember.
Can I pose this question to you?
Pose away.
Why do you hate John Stockton?
Because I hate Utah. I hated that Utah team. And
is that more because you hated Karl Malone?
Yeah. Yeah. Hated Karl Malone, hated Jeff Hornacek, hated Greg Ostertag. I even fucking hated Antoine Carr.
I hate the junkyard dog. How can you hate the
I just didn't.
The glasses and
everything.
I
just didn't do it. I didn't like Byron.
Russell.
Byron Russell. I didn't like anybody on that team. No, they had a rookie. Shandon Anderson. I used to like Shandon.
Right.
I like Shandon Anderson.
Yeah.
But nah, I just hated Utah. Just hated Utah.
So John Stockton got caught in that. It wasn't individually pure hatred for John.
And he was a dirty motherfucker.
He was. But to some degree, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
You get away with those cheap shots.
Yeah, he was dirty. But genuinely a really good defender.
Yeah, so give him his props there. He was not elite, but he was a very good defender for defending other point guards.
Yeah, very quick hands. So he was great with the steals. Maybe his steals numbers made his defense look better than what it was.
So why do you hate CP3?
I just hate his attitude, man. He's just a fucking cantankerous cunt.
the CC. And, I just don't. He's just worn out his welcome everywhere he's gone.
Everywhere.
Now, on a little tangent here,
Mm.
how depressing is CP3's retirement tour going?
No one wants to even talk to him.
He got told to stay at home by the Clippers. So he's gone back and thought, hey, I'm going to have this fucking farewell tour with my
Where's all the love?
my old Lob City team. So basically after, 10 games, they just say, hey, don't bother coming in.
We'll still pay you, but just don't come in.
Just don't come in. So apparently him and Ty Lue had
words,
had a bit of a battle going there. And then he gets traded to Toronto.
Yep.
And Toronto have just said, don't bother reporting to the team.
Don't buy your ticket, buddy. Don't worry.
So what is going to happen to him for the rest of the season? Is anybody going to pick him up?
Well, you know what? Houston could.
Oh, God. How depressing would that be? He's tried a reunion tour with the Clippers. Now he's like,
I'll go to Houston.
I'll try it with Houston. James Harden's not lurking anywhere around the corners, is he?
So if he wasn't such you could see the impact he has on people, the way he talks, the way he gyrates on people's nerves. He would be the most frustrating teammate there. The teammate you just want to punch in the face, I reckon. He'd be that guy. But he's so good.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, people forget, that peak of his career. To be fair, his athletic peak was probably for New Orleans.
Yeah.
And then...
But I think his playmaking peak was probably Clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, his brain, it was the evolution of the brain.
He was just not such a cunt.
Yeah, look, you're probably going to have to go Stockton.
Let's go through the stats because it's quite funny because obviously Stockton only ever played for the Utah Jazz and played for 19 years with them. Widely regarded as one of the greatest point guards ever. We'll put Magic out of that just for now. Let's compare these two. All-time records for assists and steals. And I think LeBron can't get it to either. So,
no.
Thank fuck. Led the Jazz to 2 NBA Finals appearances in 97-98 and came up against you-know-who and didn't get over the line. The pick and roll is iconic with Karl Malone, but you kind of hate them both anyway, so it doesn't matter. 10-time All-Star and Hall of Fame inductee.
10 All-Stars in 19 years.
Half his career. Not bad.
Pretty good.
CP3. Oh, sorry. And drafted 16th overall in the first round of the 1984 draft, the loaded draft.
Possibly the best of all time.
That's another pod. Draft position for CP3, 4th overall, first round, 2005 for the New Orleans Hornets.
Wake Forest.
Yeah. And he was actually, he had a good career there. And here, I think it kind of tells you that he was such a dick. He didn't stay with any team for long. So Hornets, Clippers, Rockets, Thunder, Suns, Warriors, Spurs, Raptors, and that didn't work out too well.
Fucking hell.
It's a lot of teams, a lot of teams. One of the most complete and technically polished point guards in NBA history. 12-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA, 9 All-Defensive.
Fuck.
5-time assist leader, 6-time steals leader, Rookie of the Year in 26. Elite decision-making, clutch mid-range, named to the NBA 75th anniversary team. Shall I run through their career stats in comparison?
Yeah.
All right. John Stockton, points per game, 13.1. Chris Paul, 16.8. John Stockton, assists, 10.5. Chris Paul, 9.2. Rebounds, 2.7 for John Stockton, 4.4 for Chris Paul. Steals, 2.2 for John Stockton and 2 for Chris Paul. Field goal percentage, John Stockton, a lot better, 51.5%. Chris Paul, 46.9.
Yeah, he's definitely a better shooter.
Yeah. 3-point percentage, John Stockton at 38. Chris Paul at 37. Free throws. This is interesting.
It's not bad for Chris Paul.
No, he doesn't shoot a lot, though. Free throw percentage, 82.6% for John Stockton, 87 for Chris Paul. Best individual years. So John Stockton, best scoring years was in 89-90 or 90-91, 17.2. Chris Paul at 22.8 in 08-09. Assists, 14.5. Fucking hell. And peak of 9 straight assist titles. That peak was in 90-91. Chris Paul, 11.6 in 07-08 at the Clippers, I think. Steals, 3.2. 88, 89, 2.8 for Chris Paul in 08, 09. Best field goal percentage for John Stockton at 57.4 in 88, 87, 88.
Low volume, though.
Low volume, but he didn't fucking miss.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Chris Paul at 50.3 in 08, 09. So John Stockton, 10-time All-Star. All-NBA, 2 firsts, 6 seconds, 3 thirds. All defensive teams, 5 seconds. NBA assist leader, 9 years straight. An NBA record. Steals leader twice, 89 and 92. Gold medal and a member of the Dream Team, but that's debatable because you reckon they took the spot.
Yeah, not counting that.
Hall of Fame and all-time leader in both assists and steals. Chris Paul, 12-time All-Star. All-NBA first, 4 firsts, 5 seconds, 2 thirds. All defensive team, 7 firsts, 2 seconds. Rookie of the Year in 06, assist leader 5 times, steal leader 6 times. That's an NBA record.
Fuck.
Yeah. So.
And 2 for his career, too. That's good. It's a lot higher than I thought.
So, neither won a championship.
No.
10 versus 12 All-Star selections, 11 v 11 All-NBA. Defensive, John Stockton at 5, Chris Paul at 9.
Yeah, and 7 firsts.
Yeah.
Yeah, based on the balance.
John Stockton plays his whole career in Utah.
Oh.
Chris Paul was a whore that sold his service to anyone who was willing to pay.
Do you have a problem with whores?
Well, I don't have a problem with horse. Everyone's got a living. It's the oldest profession in the world.
It is. Yeah, no, I'm pro whores. I'm pro pros here. You know, when the question first got posed, in the back of my mind, I was kind of like thinking I was going to be leaning towards Stockton.
But when you spell it out, yeah?
Yeah.
So we know we hate him. But that's a decent career by Chris Paul. It is a very decent
well, I mean,
career.
I hate both of them, so it's kind of a wash there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just Stockton's fucking grubbiness. He's a fucking grub. Just a grubby little fuck who stole Isaiah Thomas's spot on that dream team.
That's Michael Jordan's fault. You know that.
It's Michael Jordan's spot, but Stockton's got his spot. So I'm putting.
You're holding John Stockton.
Yeah, I'm holding him accountable.
For something that Jordan did.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, and I'm also holding him accountable for being prolific teammates with a pedophile.
It's true. It's true.
He's actually a pedophile.
He is.
He fucked his 13-year-old
He did.
girlfriend.
He did.
And got her pregnant.
He did.
Isn't it funny that not a bigger fuss gets made out of that?
It should now, though, you'd think.
And he rejected that child as well. He went on
That's one became the NFL player. Yeah.
He only played a couple of years, but I mean, what a fucking...
Karl Malone's a fucking piece of work.
He's a fucking douchebag, man. He's a douchebag. If he wasn't fucking 6'9" and 130 kilos, I'd punch him.
I reckon you punch him now. Run really
if
fast.
I could reach him. Do I look like I could run fast?
Go straight for the balls.
Yeah, a fucking douche, and that makes John Stockton a douche by association.
So, since you hang out with me and I'm a cool guy, does that make you a cool guy by association? I think it does.
I guess if that's the kind of spin you want to put on it.
Just put it out there.
Yeah. So, just taking all that out of the equation here, I think Chris Paul's probably had the better career.
So, yeah. I know you've got the all-time leader in steals and assists, but everything that Chris Paul has done, it's just a little bit more than John Stockton.
And I get annoyed because Stockton was such an elite shooter and didn't shoot the fucking ball.
Yeah. I would have loved to have seen double his usage rate from...
Instead of at his peak being like 15 points and 13 assists, I would prefer for him to have been 18 points and 10 assists.
Yeah.
That to me would have made him a more dangerous player.
Yeah.
But you kind of always knew
he was going to pass.
You just...
Except when he's up fucking against Houston and he decided to hit a fucking 3 in Charles Barkley's face.
Yeah, so he could shoot. He could have been, I think he would have been a better player if he just had that just 10% more aggression on the offensive end.
So we know he was pass first all the time. As a point guard, pure point guard, would you want that from your point guard?
Oh, if you're Malone, of course you'd love it. Feed me.
Put him onto another team that needed a point guard, say in the same era. Put him in Portland instead of Terry Porter. How much better does he make the Portland Trailblazers?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot better. Because then you could play Clyde more off the ball because
he
their
had
main
the ball
facilitator.
way too much.
So if he could have been a pure off guard off the ball, maybe even do some more post ups, they would probably won a championship.
Put John Stockton on the Detroit Pistons instead of Isaiah.
Ah, fuck no.
That was pretty quick.
Not a fucking chance. So yeah, I guess Chris Paul versus Isaiah would have been a pretty good balance there. But
I gave you Kyrie.
Yeah, no, I'm going Paul.
Yeah.
What say you?
The one thing is, how is Chris Paul not, if he's that good a point guard, how has he not gotten a team to the finals? How could he not get one of those Clipper teams to the finals?
Yeah, or
that Houston.
The Houston team, yeah.
Now, that was injury. I get it, but fuck me.
It was also shooting, what did they shoot?
No,
one for 27 or something.
And how many did James Harden shoot in that fucking game?
Yeah, so that was probably, Houston were doomed. Golden State were there as well. That was one of the main reasons they were doomed, but they were also doomed because Harden is your best player.
I know.
And
that was always going to be a problem.
Yeah.
So the Clippers teams.
Yeah, they were good, but I don't think they were ever title good.
They got knocked out by the Memphis Grizzlies one year.
Yeah, I don't trust Blake Griffin's big game makeup. DeAndre Jordan couldn't really play in the fourth quarter because of his free throw shooting under 40%.
And couldn't shoot outside the key.
And they didn't really have great depth. Some depth, but
it sort of feels like to me, yes, we see him as this fucking awesome point guard. Just couldn't get it done.
No, because he wasn't a leader.
So there it is.
He wasn't a great leader.
And don't get me wrong. I don't think you need to love your leader or, but you need to respect them and you need to want to play for them, right? I don't think he ever gets that over the line because everyone just hates him too much.
He only ever had sort of a 3-year window before he was just too
booted
much.
Out.
Just too much. Too much on the teammates.
So, but you going CP3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You too?
Yeah, I think so. Even though I don't hate John Stockton, but I think CP3 is more dynamic. And even though I hold them both as was probably the modern day, put aside Magic Johnson, because I don't think anyone gets close to Magic as a point guard, those two are most probably the best point guards in the last 30 years. But I think CP3 gets in.
Or did Jason Kidd not exist during that period?
No. No. I see Jason. So
and
I see
Steve Nash.
No, I see Steve Nash. I see him a little bit to the side, a little bit. I see Jason. I see those two, and Jason Kidd most probably, depending on the day, pushing up or above, but he's kind of just there at the moment. But I love J Kidd.
Thought we're friends, man. Thought we're friends.
You did have Hakeem Olajuwon at 8 in your top 10, so
it's a good spot.
There's words to be had here.
It's a good spot.
Words.
But he may have had one of the top 10 individual seasons of all time.
Why not?
Yeah, man.
God,
yeah.
man.
Hey,
Cool down,
shots
dude.
fired, motherfucker. You
They
start
are
with
fired.
me,
They are
I'll
fired.
start with you.
All right. All right. 2 more to go. I'm going to give you an either or between Jason Tatum and Tracy McGrady.
See, I know that Bill Simmons is not watching this show.
Bill, watch this show, Bill. We're going to send it to you.
But what happens if maybe someone just clips this and goes, hey, Bill, this guy who keeps sucking your cock and idolizing you every 5 minutes on his pod.
He's not talking about me, by the way.
has now trashed Jason Tatum. Yes, I've got to be careful how I go about this. I've got to be careful. All right.
Can we go into it?
Yep.
Jason Tatum, drafted 3rd overall in the 2017 NBA draft. Played for the Boston Celtics and still does. An elite two-way offensive star, known for scoring, versatility, and playoff performances. 2024 NBA champion, 6-time All-Star, 4 All-NBA first-team member, All-Star Game MVP in 2023, but who gives a shit about that?
No.
I've got down Eastern Conference Finals MVP in 2022. I didn't even think that was a fucking thing.
It is, yeah. It's the Larry Bird.
Yeah,
the one's the Larry Bird, the other's Magic Johnson for the
I know,
West.
but who fucking cares?
Yeah, no, it's only been pretty recent, but it's a fucking wanky.
It is.
Stupid fucking award.
And he's got the most points in an All-Star game at 55. Again, who fucking cares? Tracy McGrady, drafted 9th overall 1997 NBA draft, 20 years earlier. McGrady played between 97 and 2013 for the Raptors, the Magic, the Rockets, the Knicks, the Pistons, the Hawks, Quindale Eagles in the CBA in the China League, and then came back and played for the San Antonio Spurs.
Got his championship, did he not?
It did.
Yeah.
One of the greatest scorers of his generation, 7-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 2-time scoring champ, 2001 Most Improved Player, Hall of Fame inductee, and in Orlando, he averaged 32.1 points per game.
Yeah, in an era when people weren't scoring. Didn't have a great team.
The only really good team he played on was Toronto, as they were just starting.
Houston,
and then Houston.
Yeah, but they were both
injury-prone motherfuckers.
Yeah, both of them.
But you know what sucks about the team? There was always one of them injured.
Yeah.
And just as they were both healthy, something else happened. It's like fucking annoying.
Yeah. See, McGrady's a tough one to judge because just the injuries. It's the injuries. I don't even count the lack of playoff success against him because he just never really had a chance to succeed in the playoffs. He didn't have the teams. He was never part of a favored team that just kind of collapsed.
Yep.
So I don't hold that against him. And he fucking carried that Orlando team, while they were waiting for Grant Hill to come back. I mean, we're talking about Darryl Armstrong and
no, there was no one. They had no one on that team.
Yeah, it was a horrendous team and it got them good enough to get fucking Doc Rivers the coach of the year.
Yep.
With basically a 500 team that had no business being 500 just because of how electric he was.
And Doc's ridden that for his whole fucking career pretty much.
And of course the Ubuntu Celtics. Look, apart from the Achilles injury, Tatum's been an Iron Man. He's been really healthy, really reliable. And
he is one of the most frustrating players to watch, though.
Yeah, he shoots way too many threes for like a 6'9" guy with the big broad shoulders and a good post game. I hate his shot diet. It fucking drives me mental. It drives me mental, and that the coach is to blame for that as well because they've given him the green light to do that. Will be interesting to see how the team plays when he does come back and play for them.
I thought this was a tanking year for Boston. Aren't they third in the standings?
Right. They're second.
Second now.
Yeah. They're second in the East.
Who's to say they can't go all the way? No, at least to the finals.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Who in the East would you say is heads and shoulders above them?
New York is starting to play better now. They had a horrendous stretch there, but they're starting to play pretty good. I don't necessarily trust them. I don't trust any team with Cat, where Cat's your second best player, because he just fucking comes and goes. I just don't understand what the fuck is going through that guy's head.
And I know you're not a big fan of Little Brunson, but I do like him a lot.
He's a good player. He's just not my kind of player. He just pounds the fucking air out of the ball. It's just teammates are standing around watching. It's no wonder him and Luka couldn't
play together.
Yeah, because they both fucking want to pound the shit out of the ball. But in the East, it just depends on how Harden, I guess, settles in Cleveland. But they've definitely got a higher ceiling now.
So if you're looking at Boston and he's doing his rehab. He's
originally for the first part of the season, he was like leaving the door very much open and dropping hints that he was going to come back. But
have you heard something different? Have you?
Yeah.
Oh.
It just seems like it's starting to twist in the other direction now. That
okay, because I heard end of March they were talking that he'd be. Was probably that's the decision.
He's come out recently and said a couple of different things, and I'm just paraphrasing here. But one of the things he said was, I don't want to come in and fuck up what these guys are doing because they're having an amazing year. And Jaylen Brown's asserted himself as an alpha. He said that kind of thing. And he's also said another thing where he was like, oh, look, I don't want to put any pressure on myself. I want to be back at 100%. I don't want to be coming back at 95 and working my way back into shape.
That's fair call.
So,
but if a championship's there, but do they get past OKC?
No, I don't think a championship's there regardless. They might be able to make the finals, but whether it be Denver or whether it be OKC or fucking San Antonio if they arrive early. Notice I didn't put Houston in that bracket.
Fair call.
Yeah, I don't see them as a championship.
No, I don't. Unfortunately, until they get a point guard, they won't.
No. I think McGrady was a more talented, more explosive player. Tatum has had a better career.
Who would you say is the better shooter?
McGrady. I don't know what the stats say, but McGrady to me was pure, man. His stroke was just beautiful to watch. It was just silky. And Tatum had this weird fucking hitch, like just this ugly fucking hitch. And then he went to a shot doctor and kind of got it fixed, and he started playing the season. And then he got the hitch back into his shot again halfway through last season. I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah. Tatum's always seen himself more as a Kobe because Kobe was his idol. He's seen himself as a Kobe when he really is more of a Paul George.
Yeah.
And
a better version of Paul George.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's a great rebounder, probably one of the best rebounding small forwards out there, and a great defender and a really good offensive player. But these top 5 MVP ballots that he gets kind of year after year in the first team All-NBAs, I just think that's just because we don't really have great small forwards.
No one to compare him to, yeah.
I just don't. I've never thought he was that great. I always thought the gap between him and Jaylen Brown was a lot closer than it, because everyone was like, oh, this is a 1 and a 2. And I always thought it was much more of a 1A and 1B thing.
Yeah. And now it's much, well, until he comes back and can play with Jaylen Brown's playing fucking awesome at the moment.
He's averaging 29 a game. Fucking Boston have got the 3rd best point differential in the league. They're 2nd in the East, and everyone thought, including myself, that they were going to be tanking.
Yeah.
And his 2 best teammates are Derek White and Peyton Pritchard.
Yep.
Both averaging 17 a game. And he's carried them. I don't know if Tatum would be able to carry him like that.
Good question. If it was Jalen that went out and it was Jason.
I don't think so.
Yeah, all right.
Because, Jalen is a bit more versatile offensively. Like he can go inside and out.
He does use 2 hands. We know Jalen doesn't use 2 hands.
And if not for the injuries, I think McGrady would be remembered even more highly than he is now.
13 points in how long? 10 seconds, wasn't it? Or something like that? 8 seconds?
Oh, yeah. I actually watched that not too long ago, too. I'm going McGrady. It's another one of those peak versus career things.
And the injuries bring it into play for McGrady on that part. All right, so career stats. And obviously Jason's still playing. Jason at 23.6 points per game, McGrady at 19.6. Noticing that obviously McGrady's career peaks out pretty quickly and drops when he's a role player. Jason at 7.3 rebounds per game. He's a good rebounder.
Yeah.
McGrady at 5.6. Assists 3.8 for Jason. Tracy at 4.4. Field goal 45.6 for Jason, 43.5 for Tracy. 3-point. This is interesting. 37% for Jason, only 33.8 for McGrady. I always thought he was a much better 3-point shooter.
Yeah, streaky.
Yeah. He must have been like a Clyde Drexler and chucked them up, and when he got hot, and then when he missed, he just kept on chucking.
And it's a different era too, so it was a lot less volume. And the offenses were a lot more junky then. That was just a horrible era of
yeah, it was. All right, so you want to talk about best individual seasons at their peak. Jason in 22-23 for the Celtics averaged 30.1. McGrady for the Magic winning the scoring title at 32.1 in 02-03. Rebounds 8.8 for Jason in that same year. Tracy McGrady at 7.9 in that same year. Assists, 6 assist point game for Jason in 24-25 and 5.7 for the 04-05 Rockets for Tracy. So, Jason Tatum, 1 NBA championship, 6-time All-Star, 4-time first-team All-NBA, 1-time third-team. Tracy McGrady, 7 All-Star selections, 2 first-team, 3 second teams, and 2 third teams All-NBA. 2-time scoring champion, 03 and 04, both in Orlando. Most improved player in 2001. Sorry.
Yeah.
Championship sticks out big time if you compare those two.
Yeah.
All-NBAs are pretty close.
Tatum is going to have the better career. McGrady is the better player at their peak. I'd be taking McGrady.
He did win 2 scoring titles. Okay.
Are you going Tatum? Are you going my Boston guy while I go away from Boston?
No, I actually go McGrady. There was times when McGrady, especially when he's playing for Houston, put aside Orlando because he just had to do everything. But when he was playing in Houston, I was like, these boys get healthy. Him and Yao, that's a championship there. That was a championship team that was there. The fuckers couldn't stay on the park together.
Yep.
But I like Tracy. Tracy, he most probably was as skilled defensively, a paler version of Kobe. Great footwork, taller, longer, could shoot from anywhere, athletic as fuck. And fuck, imagine if him and Carter stayed in Toronto too.
Yeah.
And their careers developed.
And they weren't overlapping. They could have easily played the 2 and 3. But I mean, as their career played out, you got to see they were both alphas. They were both capable of carrying their team. Just McGrady couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Just a sad case, man, because like his talent, he could have easily been, one of the top 5 players of his era.
Yep.
And just couldn't get over the injury hump.
When it comes to my lucky last, and I've been saving this one. And I know what you're going to say, but I want to go down the journey with you to see if there's any slither of a crack or anything at all. And there are problematic parts of this too, but I think when we look at it, it comes close, but I don't think it'll change your dial, but I think it does come close in looking at it. So let's go into it. Kevin Garnett.
Oh, fuck.
Anthony Davis.
What? Are you fucking serious?
Let's go through it. Let's go through it.
Oh, we're going to, you better fucking unearth you better mine some amazing fucking evidence to back this shit up.
We'll go through it.
Because you know what? I've recently been thinking to myself, was AD really better than Dwight Howard?
Oh, I didn't even think about that one.
How did Dwight miss the top 75 players of all time
and AD gets in?
Davis made it? I think Dwight is a better player than Davis.
Oh, then you're not even going to come close on this. But let's go through it because I think we need to go through the numbers and everything else and we'll see.
I need to drug test you. What is hiding in your fucking system? All right, now I'm just wondering, is it opiates? No, you're a bit too alert for it to be opiates. What about amphetamines? Could it be amphetamine? Could you have just had too many and it's fucking fried your brain? It's just bugged you out.
It's been a long week.
Or could it be psychedelics and you just fucking tripping off your dial? Because for you to mention AD and Kevin Garnett in the same sentence, I would have slapped the shit out of you.
I said it was going to be controversial. And I said I didn't think I'd be able to move your dial. But the one thing I do want to present to you.
Are you telling me that you've found some information that makes them comparable?
So there is a comparison to be made. Putting aside an MVP, put that aside for 1 sec.
Okay.
Going through the pure stats, their peak seasons, the numbers, and the asterisk on the numbers, there's not an argument, but at least a discussion to be had.
Okay. Well,
and I want to see where you go with this.
I am looking forward to this magic carpet rolling out for your argument that's going to be full of shit. All right, come on.
All right. Kevin Garnett, drafted 5th overall by the Minnesota Timberwolves, played between 1995 and 2016 for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and then had a stint at the end of his career to go back there. Boston Celtics, 07, 2013. Brooklyn Nets, 2013 to 2015. One of the greatest and most versatile power forwards ever, renowned for his intensity, defense, two-way dominance. 2004 NBA MVP, 2008 NBA champion with the Boston Celtics, 2008 Defensive Player of the Year. So he gets NBA Champion Defensive Player of the Year. Who gets Finals MVP then? Was it Paul Pierce?
Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
He wasn't really, but
15-time All-Star and a Hall of Fame inductee.
All right.
The counter discussion. I'm not going to say argument. It's a discussion. Anthony Davis, drafted 1st overall in the 2012 NBA draft for the New Orleans Hornets. Currently still playing and played for the Hornets.
Is he?
Wow.
Is he? He got traded for a bag of fucking peanuts and some fertilizer to fucking Washington. That's where he belongs. He belongs in Washington with Alex Sarr and the rest of those bottom-feeding motherfuckers.
In Washington's defense, on paper, it's actually not a bad-looking team on paper. So he plays for New Orleans between 2012 and 2019. Lost out to the Lakers from 19 to 25. LeBron gets pissed off with him. He kicks him out to Dallas. 1 year in Dallas, or not even. I don't think he even played more than 40 games there, and now it's with the Washington Wizards.
Now, the other thing we've got to mention, when he left New Orleans to a game when he was sitting out and demanding to be traded, to a game he wore the Bugs Bunny, "That's All Folks" fucking T-shirt.
Right.
What a fucking...
I forgot about that.
What a fucking douchey cunt.
Yeah, that's a bit of a prick move, isn't it? That's pretty shit.
For a guy that never delivered them anything. They got to the second round, I think, against Portland one year.
Yeah, that's as far as they were. Second round. They've gone to go further than that.
Just the guy that had all of the talent in the world and...
Mr. Glass.
Yep.
But he's an elite two-way player.
He
known for shot blocking,
on paper,
scoring, and versatility.
Yep.
10-time All-Star, 2020 NBA champion, asterisk, 4-time All-NBA first team and key defensive anchor across multiple franchises. But let's look at the career stats.
Okay, let's look at his stats for a shitty team. Oh, then again, Garnett had stats for a shitty team as well.
So, career stats across their whole career. Garnett at 17.8 points per game. Anthony Davis at 24 points per game. Rebounds, Kevin Garnett at 10. Anthony Davis at 10.7. Kevin Garnett assists at 3.7. Anthony Davis at 2.6. Kevin Garnett at 49.7 field goal percentage. Anthony Davis at 52.2. 3-pointers, none of them really like them, but Kevin Garnett at 27.5 and Anthony Davis at 29.3. Both of them shoot around 78, 79 free throw percentage. Best seasons. Kevin Garnett in 23-24 averaged 24.2 in his MVP season. Anthony Davis averaged 28.1 in 17-18. Best rebounding year, Garnett at 13.9. 2003 to
same
04.
year, wasn't it?
Yeah, the MVP season. Anthony Davis at 12.6 in LA, 2023. Assists, Kevin Garnett at 6 in 2000. Oh, fucking hell. He dropped a shitload in that year, in the same year. And Anthony Davis at 3.9 assists in 18-19. So, Kevin Garnett, NBA champion in 2008, NBA MVP at 2004, Defensive Player of the Year in 2008. All-Star selections, 15. All-NBA, 9. 4 firsts, 3 seconds, 2 thirds. All defensive teams, 12. 9 firsts, 3 seconds. Rebounding champion 4 times. Consecutive. 2004 to 2007. I didn't realize that.
Big time rebounder.
Anthony Davis, NBA champion in 2020, asterisk. All-Star selections, 10. All-NBA, 5. 4 first team, 1 second. All defensive, 5. 3 first, 2 seconds. Blocks leader 3 times. So, on pure just numbers alone, and putting aside the MVP, and it's still weird that Anthony Davis hasn't won Defensive Player of the Year, but he can't stay on the fucking floor anyway. It's not that far.
Well, it is, because Garnett, what do you say, had 9 All-NBA teams?
Yeah, and you only 5.
And 12 all-defensive teams to 5.
12 to 5, correct.
Yeah. So 9 to 5 and then 12 to 5. Doesn't seem very comparable to me at all. And Davis did all of his damage for teams of no consequence. By the time he got to the Lakers, his shot had disappeared. He had a hot run in the bubble shooting from mid-range, and he was a good shooter in New Orleans. And then just the longer his career went, he just lost his shot. And now he can't shoot to save his fucking life.
It feels like he's taken a step back from...
He changed his body. When he started getting bigger, he lost that mobility and he seemed to change his game. He became more inside-based. I think he even lost his defensive versatility. I think he's a more impactful rim protector. I don't think there's any doubting that. He's a more impactful rim protector, but I think defensive versatility, I think KG's got him covered.
You're holding that fucking picture pretty tight.
Yeah. There's autographed, by the way, guys. This is one of my top 3 to 4 players ever. and Mus has come to me with this fucking rubbish of AD. And I was sitting there, one of my comparisons that I haven't hit you with yet, maybe the next round, was AD and Dwight. And you're hitting me with AD and KG.
I had to throw some controversy in there. It was getting too easy otherwise.
The controversy is that
I even put it up to you.
that society lets you drive a car and procreate. Ideas like this, man. Dude.
That was my number 10.
Oh. So anyway, I'm going AD. What say you?
I'm going to continue to try to find a comparison for KG. The problem is it's fucking hard. I can't. It's not Giannis. I went through it. I said I wanted to leave something. I wanted to at least put not a seed of doubt. I wanted you to even think about it for a second. Who? Olajuwon and KG.
I think that's the closest comparison you're going to get.
Oh.
Both MVPs, both title winners, both defensive players of the year, both inside out.
I need to look into that.
It
feels insulting just to talk about it.
Well, I'm giving you KG to compare with Olajuwon. You gave me Anthony Davis.
I didn't say it was a good one. I said it'd be a controversial one.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
I did make you squirm though, but not on that. I didn't think it moved.
How about KG and David Robinson? Is that enough of a step down for you?
He's better than. He's not. David Robinson's not in KG's class. I don't think.
You don't think?
No. And putting aside the way they play in their stats, he's a beast. Dave Robinson always feels like a second fiddle beta guy.
Mm.
You know, I mean, Tim Duncan gets there and he hands over the keys to the kingdom straight away. So KG all the time.
Tim Duncan and KG?
Obviously, Tim Duncan's had more success. There's something about guys who aren't and don't show emotion that just don't resonate with me because I'm an emotional guy.
And do you know a stat? Fuck. I mean, I really wanted to save this for our NBA catch-up pod, but there came a stat while I was watching that Wemby game where he scored 40 points in 25 minutes or whatever.
So he's still on a minute restriction too, eh?
No. It's just because they were playing the Lakers and the Lakers didn't have their starting five and they just were blitzing him by 30.
Because LeBron doesn't want to play against the good teams. He's scared.
I thought he might have hurt his little pinky finger or something.
He did, but then he played the next game.
An interesting stat came up on with the commentary team that Wemby now has more 40-point games than Duncan for the Spurs.
Yeah, but that's most probably about right. Yeah, Duncan was always around the 25, 30,
Isn't this
25,
Wemby's
30.
Fourth year?
Yeah, that's true.
And Duncan played 19 years.
20-odd years.
He's got more 40-point games already than Duncan. And the whole thing about that made me realize Duncan never had any kind of scoring explosions. He was just like a metronome. Yeah. He was just fucking
20, 25, 30, 20, 25, 30.
And just consistently year after year, even during his peak, 22, 23 points a game.
I appreciate and truly appreciate the success and the cornerstone he was for those Spurs franchise, but fuck, he was boring to watch. It's just dun, 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 dun. 10 rebounds.
Down now,
yeah. All right, so let's recap. I won't even go do the last one, but you chose Isaiah Thomas over Kyrie Irving.
And you went?
Kyrie.
Okay.
You chose Vince Carter over Dominic Wilkins.
And did.
And I went the same.
Did as well.
Yeah. You chose Dirk Nowitzki over Giannis. I said Giannis, I think. Yeah, I think I said Reggie Miller and Clay. We both chose Clay. Shea and Dwayne. You chose Dwayne. I went Shea.
Not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Nick Van Exel and Jason Williams. We both chose Nick Quick. Paul George and Lamar Odom. We both chose Paul George. John Stockton and Chris Paul. We both chose Chris Paul. Jason Tatum and Tracy McGrady. We both chose Tracy McGrady. And so that way you won't insult me anymore. I'm not even going to mention the last one.
Do you know, I've got so many players that I actually want to look at down the road for this kind of thing. When you were talking about Clay and Reggie Miller, I was also trying to squeeze Ray Allen somewhere in that region. He's going to be hard to find a comparison. He just popped up on the screen as I said that.
So I think people sleep on Ray Allen. When he was in Milwaukee, he was athletic as fuck.
And Seattle.
Sorry, sorry. When he was at Seattle, he was athletic as fuck. I remember seeing some highlights of him coming down the lane and dunking over 7-footers like it was fucking easy as shit. Obviously, his game evolved as he got older, but he didn't come into the league as a pure shooter. He came into the league as a proper two-way guard.
When he played for UConn, he was in the college slam dunk contest, and he was an athletic fucking transition player who could shoot really, really well. And then, he was a pretty all-rounded like slasher and shooter and driver for the Bucks and for Seattle. And then, but toward the end of his career, he just kind of became a jump shooter.
Yeah.
But
that wasn't what he was, what he started off as.
Yeah, nah. And Gary Payton's another guy I want to have a look at.
Oh,
yeah. I've got this whole list of players, and I've got a few comparisons ready to go. But then I've just got one player's name, and I'm still trying to sort out who the fuck I would put them up against. But they're still players I want to have a look at.
Yeah, it is hard.
Yeah.
This is a list of 10. I had a list of about 30 and trying to mismatch them.
Yeah.
The research is fun, I must admit. And then going back and watching some of the clips just to go, oh, yeah, I remember that. And then trying to get them right. And even here, I've got another subset that I could put together that must probably be just as good to go through.
Well, we'll make it an ongoing thing, man.
100%.
Yeah.
Well done. Even though I insulted you and your family.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. KG. Don't worry, he didn't mean it. He did, but he's a fucking idiot.
KG, if you ever do see this, please don't be insulted. I do love you. You are a dude, and you are a great fucking player.
The best. One of the best.
Done.
All right.
Sounds good.
Guys, like, subscribe, rate and review. We're going to be pumping the channel again, and it's good to be back in the chair. And we'll see you next time.
Adios, amigos.
All right, old heads and young heads alike. Thank you very, very much for tuning in with us for another episode of Old Head Hoops. Please help us with the show. Help us spread the word. If you're on video format, please like and subscribe. If you're on audio format, please rate and review wherever you have the opportunity to do so. And word of mouth means a hell of a lot. So tell your family, your friends, your loved ones, anybody who loves hoops, anybody who loves retro hoops, and anybody who loves the weird and wonderful tangents that me and Moose love to go on. So we would also love to hear from you guys. We would love to interact. We would also love to have some mailbag episodes moving forward. So please get in contact with us on our Gmail account, which is all one word, oldheadhoopspod@gmail.com. oldheadhoopspod@gmail.com. We also have an Instagram account. So we're at Old Head Hoops Pod. We have an X account, and we're at Old Head Hoops. And we have a Facebook page at Old Head Hoops. Just type in Old Head Hoops on any of these socials. You should be able to find us. So thank you very, very much once again, and we will see you next time.